Okay. Okay. It is the official King Payne Show. It is the home of the lituation. The one and only Dust Free Zone. The littlest place on earth. Where pussy hole could always never. Where there's no rusty, dusty, musty, crusty, raggedy, dirty, crispy, sissy, pissy, or pussy assholes allowed. There ain't no pussy over here, okay? God got me. Y'all want to know something, Crown Family? Before I started this live, I received a threat. Somebody told me to be careful out here in these LA streets after asking me about Tory. I responded, he was found guilty on all 3 counts. They responded, be careful out here in these LA streets. I responded, what do you mean by that? He responded, people are crazy. See, I met a producer down at the courthouse who asked me for my information. So I responded back to this producer and I said, well, I actually was hitting you up to network on music. And he never responded. I will not be intimidated. I will not be silenced. I said what in the fuck I said. I was the only person reporting the way it is. Reporting on the case exactly the way it is. The jury seen it, and I seen it. The verdict came back today. And Tory Lanez was found guilty on all 3 counts. The energy in the courtroom was thick. I mean, it was very intense. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Except in movies. The spectators described the event as wild. I have a video coming out after this live at about 10 p.m. because we're not going to be here all night. Okay, the official Kingpin has a red carpet to get to. Okay, on period, guys, booked and busy. When? Okay, so I got something special for you guys tonight after the court, after the trial. I took it upon myself to, speak with Tory Lanez supporters and document the outrage. I got the opportunity to speak with some attorneys, Megan, okay, and she's basically has been going viral since this whole trial, as well as some of Tory Lanez's artists. So you guys make sure that you guys check that out directly after the live. Now, a lot of people are mad at me. A lot of people are outraged with me. Again, I'm receiving threats. I don't know what I did. I mean, I didn't fucking shoot Megan. I'm just out here doing my fucking job like everybody else, reporting the fucking news. Okay, I got my opinion. Okay, and everybody got theirs. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Okay, on period. Why are they so mad at me? Why I'm receiving threats? It's weird. It's weird. People telling me to watch my back. A pussy hole could always never. I'm stepping out tonight. The fuck is you talking about? And Tory Lanez is guilty still. Now you're intimidating the media. Here, everybody kissing his ass but me. That's why. That's why they want me. Out of everybody that was in the courthouse, I was probably one of the smaller bloggers. You know how the girls like to do. But everybody in that courthouse knew me by name. All of the officers, all of the spectators. Hell, I felt like half the motherfuckers there was coming for me to talk to me. And girl, I stroll in late every day like I do and get the girls together. Period. I was in there doing my job, documenting and transcribing everything in the courthouse as it occurred, and being careful not to add my own opinion. You know, I was taking this very serious, and I was being careful to, you know, very careful to document all of the facts and eliminate the fluff. The fluff for me is like the jealousy plot. Oh, Megan was jealous of Kelsey, or Kelsey was jealous of Megan. Like, that's irrelevant when it comes to who pulled the trigger. So in court, I was paying attention to who was going to say that Tory Lanez is the trigger man. And witness after witness after witness said that Tory Lanez shot Megan. I mean, the evidence against Tory Lanez was stacked. The district attorneys did a phenomenal job, okay? District Attorney Abed Ogre with his fine ass. And District Attorney Todd blew the lid off that motherfucker. Everybody said that District Attorney Todd closing arguments was spectacular. I mean, all the money that Tory spent, I just thought that his attorneys would put up a better defense. It's like they brought knives to a gunfight, because the district attorneys came fully loaded with evidence and receipts, and they made the evidence and receipts fit into their narrative. And the defense just got up there blowing hot air, bumping their gums. Oh, Tory couldn't have did it. Megan's a whore. Y'all share this live out. Y'all share this live out. Y'all tag the blogs. Y'all tag the media. Okay? Court today was intense. Court today was very intense. Hold on one second. I will not be silenced. I will not be intimidated. When? Okay, on period. I'm going to tell it like I see it. I don't have no foot in the fight. I don't know exactly what Tory is doing for all of the outlets that are reporting these false narratives and that are making up things in Tory's favor. But like I said, if you were in the same courtroom that I was sitting in, there's no way that you could think anything other with the district attorneys closing arguments, the opening arguments, all of the witnesses, and majority of the witnesses were the defense witnesses, okay? You couldn't believe anything other than Tory shot Meg. Everybody's talking about, oh, reasonable doubt this, reasonable doubt that. It wasn't giving me reasonable doubt. So you guys came to this courthouse using your hearts instead of your minds, using your eyes, okay? Charge it to your eyes when, okay, on period. Because there were a lot of fans in the audience, a lot of spectators, a lot of groupies again. a lot of distractors. Because there's no way, after sitting through the entire trial, that you felt like Tory is innocent. Now, I did think that maybe with all of the money he spent, okay, clearly he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, possibly millions of dollars on his attorneys. I thought that he was going to get at least off with maybe one count. That's why I was saying that if he doesn't get convicted for all 3 counts, he's going to get convicted for at least 2 counts, okay? Because there's no way. There's no way. You heard it here first. You heard it here first before the verdict, before all of the other outlets said it. The official King Crane said it. I felt it in here, okay? Deep down in my spirit. Yes, I did. God sent me up to that courthouse to get the truth. If there only be one in the room, the truth will get out. And I speak the truth. All the other media outlets were saying Tory is going to walk free. Well, I sit here today to tell you that Tory is in jail. They reprimanded him today in court, and he will not be spending Christmas in Canada with his family. You have to be in court today because, again, I had never seen anything like this in my life, and the tension in the room was so intense that you can cut it with a knife. Megan got shot with a gun. Who did it? Well, the jury. The 8 jurors and the 4 alternates all unanimously agreed that Tory Lanez is guilty on all 3 charges. When I got to court today, I walked into the courthouse, and when I got there, Tory Lanez Rolls Royce is parked out front, and his attorneys and his bodyguards are there, and they're sort of giving me the eye. I mean, there's an energy of defeat, but I don't say nothing. I walk on by. We not friends. I go in through security, and just as I go through security, the cafe is right there, and I see District Attorney Tarr and District Attorney Abbott with his fine ass win, and they had a very jubilant aura about themselves, as they had just hit the lotto. My spirit told me that there was a verdict. So I walked into the court late like I do. It's lunchtime, okay, on period. I was like, girl, God sent me up here. He's not going to allow me to miss the information. You know what I'm saying? So, I prayed before I went out, and I told myself that, I'm going to get there right on time. And I didn't want to get there at the same time that I normally get there because I had already put that out there. And, I didn't want anybody looking for me or anything like that. So I just told myself that, today, just, guide my steps. And, I'm going to get there when I get there. So I get there, and again, I see the district attorneys, and they look like they had just hit the lotto. It's up and it's motherfucking stuck. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry, so I'll give me something to eat, and I go live. Okay, and you guys can check out that video on Instagram. So it's about 1 o'clock. So I'm like, let me get upstairs because I am late and I don't know what's going on. I reached out to Dennis Byron, but he didn't answer when. because I wanted to see if he knew what was going on, and if he knew anything about how they were letting people into the court, because there's been a lot of controversy on media, public, and people getting in, all of that hoopla. I'm not an early riser, so them girls could have that. You have to be up there at 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 a.m., or whatever to get a media pass. And the Fish King thing don't even be up that early when. Okay, it's not even that serious. Okay, on period. As long as I get in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? I'm not bothered. Okay, on period. Couldn't be pressed or bothered. Okay, heard everything else that everybody else heard. Okay, on period. So I get upstairs and I get in the public line. They have this list out. And I'm just waiting for, lunch is over about 1:30, but people get up there and start getting in line about 1 o'clock. So that's why I went up there at 1. About 1:30, I see the jurors walking in, and, again, their energy was giving this is over, like let's just get this over with type of thing. Like the way that they had like some pep in their step, like they what I'm saying. Like I was reading the rule, so I told somebody, I said the verdict is in. They said the verdict is not in. I said look at the jurors, look at their energy. They're like, they always come in like that. I was like, whatever, girl. 5 to 10 minutes later, when the bailiff came out and said, y'all get in line. They said, what is it, a verdict? I said, why else would we be in line? Y'all been here all day since 9 a.m. sitting in this hallway. This is the first time they came out the room and said, get in line. The fuck? Of course it's a verdict, weirdo. Come on. Let's hurry up. So immediately, I text Nosy, I text Kim Barbie. Shout out to Kim Barbie win. Shout out to Nosy Hoser win. And I let them know the verdict is in. The verdict is in. Okay, on period. So we get into the courtroom, and they sit us all down and they tell us to be quiet. So then the judge comes in and they call the court to order. The judge then calls the jurors into the room. He asked the jurors for their appointed person. He's like, I believe his name is David. He says, David, here, you know what I'm saying? David's like, yeah, I'm here, whatever. And he asks, do you have the documents? Okay. And David says yes, because, he's like the appointed speaker for all of the jurors, all 12 jurors. Okay. So he hands the documents to the judge. The judge examines the documents, and he states that they're all filled out correctly. Okay. So then he gives the documents to the transcriber and states that the judge transcriber is going to read these documents aloud. These are Tory Lanez charges. Okay. So he states on, hold on. Let me get to my notes. Where y'all watching from? Okay, on period. Where y'all watching from? Y'all drop some crowns in the comments. Everybody hashtag let's go. Okay, y'all make sure y'all supporting this live. We got Cash App, Super Chat, Ben Moselle. It's the holidays, and I spent my holiday week, okay, in court for you guys to bring y'all the hottest tea. Okay, on period. So y'all make sure y'all supporting me. Okay, on period, because the Fish King thing got a lot of Christmas work to do. Okay, and I'm trying to get home for the holidays. Okay, so y'all support me when. Okay. Yes, and I know y'all can support because y'all support me in all that I do. Win. We got Cash App, Super Chat, Ben Moselle. Shout out to the Crown family. Win. And happy holidays. Okay. Guys. Ooh. Okay. So. The transcriber said, on count 1, assault with a semi-automatic firearm. The jurors find the defendant, Tory Lanez, guilty. Everybody did that in the courtroom. Motherfuckers looking at me and shit. I'm like, this me. I'm clutching my pearls. So y'all clutch your pearls. We clutch our pearls. Y'all shocked. Y'all surprised. Y'all spooked. I'm surprised too. This be a quarter. I'm surprised too. I mean, if this wasn't some of the dustiest shit, like y'all really surprised? Okay, you. That's what they was giving. I said, girl. So then he they gave like a summary explanation of, why, they found him guilty. Okay, because, Sean Kelly, Kelsey, and Megan all said that he was the gunman. Okay, and the LAPD found the gun at his feet. Okay, it was Tory's gun. Yeah, shout out to Lily Washington. Yes, she did. Shout out to you, friend, for the $50 cash app. Okay. Yes, let's make sure our business is business and we halfway there. Okay, on period. Crown family, I know that we're gonna get there. Okay, on period. We're gonna make our quota and some more on this live win because we've been on the side of the truth the entire time. Won't he do it? How much more proof do you guys need? God is with me. God is on our side. Crown family, y'all keep praying. Y'all keep intercessing for the king. Y'all keep me covered, okay? Keep your eyes on the Lord, okay, on period, and he'll never guide you wrong. He didn't guide me wrong. He guided me up to that courthouse. He told me what it was, and he said, you go and you report, and you be honest. And that's what I did with. That's what I did with. I tried my hardest to not be biased, even though my spirit told me that he was guilty. And so I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to say everything. I'm going to tell everything. I'm going to say what the defense said. I'm going to say what the prosecution said. I'm going to say what all the witnesses said, how they said it, the best that I can verbatim. I'm going to try my hardest to regurgitate everything in this courtroom because I don't want to steer my audience. Period. Shout out to Martina Ashanti with okay for the $10 cash app. Yes, y'all continue to support. We almost there, Crown family. Period. So then the transcriber said on count 2, carrying a concealed weapon within a vehicle. The jurors found the defendant, Tory Lanez, guilty. No, not my baby. Ma'am, ma'am. I'm trying to regurgitate it exactly how I seen it. This what was going on. Okay. Then he went into the explanation about the concealed weapon and the police finding it, where Tory Lanez was sitting, still hot and warm. Okay, on period. Oh, yes, he did. Shout out to Vina. But she said, great unbiased reporting throughout the whole trial official campaign. Happy holidays and stay safe out there. I know that's right. Yeah, shout out to Yo-Yo, we all. Yes. From Talking Faces, $10. Thank you. I love y'all. I love y'all. When y'all continue to support, we have Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, crypto. However you want to do it, just let one of the mods know if you need a link to make it easy for you, and they'll drop it in the chat, okay? They'll drop it in the chat, okay? For the girls in the back that want to support, all you have to do is let somebody know. My moderators will show you, point you in the right direction, okay? Continue to support. Let's make sure that our business is businessing, okay? On period. Guys. So then, on count 3, shooting a firearm or gross negligence. The jury finds Tory Lanez guilty. No phones. No phones. Put your phone away, sir. Put your phone away. Somebody tell him to put his phone away. Then the judge goes over the documents and asks every juror if this is the decision that they came with. Okay, so he goes, juror number 1, is this what you all decided? She says yes. He says, juror number 2, is this what you all decided? She says yes. He says, juror number 3, is this what you all decided? She says yes. Mind you, juror number 3 is, the one that got on the elevator with Tory. And I don't know if she's seen my videos or something because y'all know how I was saying that, on yesterday, she came, on the day before yesterday, she came to court with, her bodysuit hanging off her shoulder when, okay? She was in the court with her shoulder out when, okay, on period. Well, today when, girl, she had both shoulders out and her titties up like this when, girl. At that moment, I knew she was ready to go home for the holidays. And she got shit to do. Sorry, Tory. Sorry, Tory. At least I give you something to look at on your way out. Yes, she did. Yes, she said. At least I give you something to look at on your way out. Okay, on period. The judge went all the way down the line. All 8 jurors and all 4 alternates, okay, unanimously decided that Tory Lanez was guilty. They all said yes to all 3 charges. So then the judge excused the jurors and said that, they're done here. They did their job. He thanked them and, told them they can go home and enjoy the holidays. He said that, they can talk about the case now. They can do interviews or whatever they want to do. But the court asks, the state asks that, they just don't accept any money for the next 90 days. Okay, period. So if you can get in contact with one of the jurors, free publicity right now because technically they can't charge. Okay. Then after the jurors got excused, everybody just was, trying to get out the courtroom. People start standing up, trying to get out the courtroom because, they all, all those girls, they be interested in reporting first. They want to let the people know that, he was found guilty. So the judge is like, everybody sit down, don't nobody go nowhere yet. And then Tory Lanez's family and his father stands up and he's like, this system is wicked. And he was calling everybody out. He was calling District Attorney Ty out. He was calling District Attorney Abbott out with his foreign ass. He called the judge out. He lunged at the district attorneys. I said, oh no. Okay, on period. They should have locked his ass up. He's doing the most up in here. Slapping the walls, doing shit, making loud noises. There was a lot of shit going on. The same guy that they told to put his phone away earlier pulled out his phone and started trying to record. Okay, and one of the officers came up and snatched his phone out of his hand, and I kind of apprehended him. It was a lot of shit going on. He was shouting like, "Oh, y'all. I don't know what y'all was doing to him. I was just trying to record. I just make sure that he was safe. I don't know what y'all was doing to him. Y'all just locked up his son." And the wife is going off. The kids are crying. Everybody's wailing. You got the media malograms and a lot of them girls in there talking about, "Oh, we got you, Tory. We got you, Tory. Oh, this is so wrong. This is so wrong." I mean, the entire room was filled with people who wanted to see Tory walk free, even though they know good and well that this man is guilty. He shot Megan. There's no way, after all of this stacked evidence against him, all of the direct evidence and the circumstantial evidence, all points to Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was found guilty on all 3 counts and faces up to 22 years in prison and deportation back to Canada. All 3 charges are he can be deported for all 3 charges. So it's highly likely that, he will be deported, and his music career will be, heavily affected from the actions, that he chose willfully, intentionally, and purposely on his own free will, voluntarily intoxicated, involuntarily intoxicated. He did that on his own, and he's going to have to live with the decisions that he made. And that's the truth. Why people is mad at me, I don't know. I'm just reporting like I see it. So his father erupted in the courtroom today, and like I said, everybody described it as wild. So, some of the people were able to slip out with Tory Lanez family. Again, a lot of the media have been, fraternizing with Tory Lanez and his family. You'll see that in the press conference that Tory Lanez's father did directly after the trial, when he was speaking out against the injustices of this American system, because that they are Canadian. So there's a lot of commotion outside the courtroom. People are protesting, and all the officers, you kind of like flood the floor and kind of, escort Tory Lanez's family, his entourage, and the supporters the fuck out the building. Y'all better get out of here before y'all go where Tory is going. The bodyguards were like the last to leave. They tried to stay behind. And the officers were like, "What are you doing?" They was like, "Oh, we're here with Tory." They was like, "Tory's with us now." They're like, "We work for Tory." "No, Tory works for us now. Y'all can go." And then they kind of got up and walked out slowly. But they held a majority of us in the courtroom for our safety, because they were out in the hallways rioting and, making a big scene. So, I kind of, while they were doing all of that, cut on my phone and let, my people know that, the verdicts are in, and he was found guilty on all 3 counts. And then I kind of sat there and waited for them to let me out of the courtroom. Okay. And, I was getting a lot of ugly stares. Tory Lanez had looked over at me. He was smiling and laughing as the officers arrested him. Another thing, when we got into court today, they gave us a minute to go use the restroom. And mind you, he had been in and out of the restroom at least 3 to 5 times while we were in the lobby. And when I go into the restroom and come out this time, all of his entourage and all his people and him is standing outside the restroom, and then kind of when I came out, they kind of motioned that, it's okay for him to go in, which means to me that, they watch my shit. They're watching my content when The Fisher King pain is going up. Yes, he did. Okay, he spent his last free moments trying to intimidate me, a freelance media outlet, a Black freelance media outlet, a Black American freelance media outlet, something he probably, never fully grasps the concept of since he is Canadian. His father said that this system is wicked, okay, as he spoke out in court today. So as I left court today, like I said, people was giving me looks and all kind of shit. Like I was the only one in court the entire time saying that Tory was guilty. You guys know from my content that I've been putting out for the past, few weeks that in videos, even when this first happened, I've been saying from the jump that Tory is guilty. Why would Megan lie? Been saying that. Megan, you need to go ahead and follow me now, okay, on period. Because it sounds like you need a real, genuine friend in your motherfucking life. Period. Crown family, I want y'all all tagging Megan in my shit. I'll go inbox Megan and tell her to follow the king win. Okay? Because the king been holding you down win this entire motherfucking time. Y'all go inbox Megan. That's it. So when I was leaving the court, okay, I was like, girl, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here because I don't want nothing to happen. You know what I'm saying? I only know weird shit popping off when, you know what I'm saying? I got money to make anyway. Okay? But as I was walking to my car, something, again, deep down in my spirit said that a pussy hole could always motherfucking never. So I turned to my people and I said, we going back. Let's go. So I went out there and I met with the people and I interviewed Tory supporters and I documented the outrage and I interviewed with media outlets. I'm going to be on ABC News and all of them outlets. I'm going to be in the Megan Thee Stallion documentary. You guys are going to see. I have a video coming out after this video. Okay. That's going to show you, everything that happened after court. Okay. All of the commotion, all of the outrage, people shouting, people crying, people speaking out. So make sure that you guys check that out. And, after that, I get home and I'm preparing for this video. I must have just created the live when I'm hit up by somebody. And they're telling me that I should be cautious out here in LA. Be careful in LA. I'm like, what are you talking about? And, he's texted us just after he asked me about Tory. He said, what happened with Tory? I said he was found guilty on all 3 charges. This is the truth. I'm not spreading misinformation like them other blogs. This is the truth. So I asked him what he means by that because he tells me to be careful out here in LA. And he just responds, like people are crazy. And mind you, this is not nobody I know like that. This is somebody I met down there at the courthouse who tells me that he's, heavily involved in the music industry. I don't know if this is like a Tory Lanez plug or plant or whatever, or if this is some sort of intimidation tactic, but I would not be intimidated and I would not be silenced. I hit him back like, well, that's not even what I'm on. I honestly gave you my number so that we can work on some music. And then I didn't hear back from him. So it's just weird. But y'all pray for me. Y'all protect me. God got me. Okay. God didn't send me up there for a pussy hole to take me out. That's what in the fuck I know. Okay, on period. So pray for me, Crown family. So at this time, so that's what happened today. That's what happened on today, okay, on period. Tory Lanez is found guilty in all 3 charges, and I tried to tell y'all so, but then nobody wanted to believe me okay? But the verdict is in, and Tory Lanez is going to be sentenced on January 27th. Okay, and the official campaign is going to be there for it all. Okay, you guys are going to be the first to know exactly what the sentence is. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to be dropping the link in the chat for anybody to come on up and let's talk about it. You guys make sure that you guys are liking this video, supporting this video. We have Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo, Zelle. Support me, y'all. I know it's the holidays when, but I spend my holidays in court for you guys. Okay, so support me when the official campaign is trying to get home for the holidays when, okay, on period, motherfucking AT&T motherfucking fucked me up with a weird ass bill, okay, on period. But we still in the motherfucking game, okay, on period. When there's a will and there's a way, when you got a motherfucking support system like the Crown family, you can do any motherfucking thing. Just look how close we are to 15K. The girl said we couldn't do it. Okay, there were some people calling me saying, oh, do you think that we're going to get there? I said, girl, we're going to get to 15K. I said, I'm not even worried about D. I said, I'm not even, that's the furthest thing from my mind is we're going to hit 15K. I know we're going to hit 15K. Period. Because this is a marathon, not a race. The race is never over in the home of the lituation. Okay? It's up in this motherfucking stuff. So I'll drop the link in the comments. If y'all want to say anything, y'all want to talk, look, the link is in the chat, okay? How does it feel to be on the right side of the fence? We've been saying this from the Jump Crown family, and the girls are mad. Tory Lanez somehow was able to persuade everybody except for me. And now I'm being intimidated. People are following me, watching me being weird. A pussy could always never, because the official campaign knows exactly how to move. The fucker. This ain't gonna be no PNB rock shit. None of that win. And support. We're gonna be way surpass. We're gonna go way surpass 15K. Okay, we're gonna go way past 15K. Period. Megan is definitely not a puppet. Why would you say Megan is a puppet? Megan told her truth. And I feel like a lot of people owe Megan an apology. There's a lot of media outlets that owe Megan an apology. And, I fully understand why she wants to sue, a lot of them. Okay? Shout out to Miss Queen Blink in the building. Hey, friend.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Friend. I'm so excited to say it's finally flipping over.
Girl.
I feel like it's been a long 2 years. It felt like it's been 10, child. We've been talking about both Tori, Megan, and Kelsey.
It's been so
And
much.
something else.
It's been so
It's been
much.
too much.
Too much. How do you
Mm.
feel about the not the guilty verdicts?
Well, I feel like it is well deserved, and I'm glad they got his ass. Yeah, he was over there, all them palms, all them different palms he grieved, all the
Ooh.
people he intimidated, all of the people that he was trying to shake down along the way, the fear and intimidation tactics he was using with them girls, and as well as the other people along the way. It was sad, and he was smug, and he was in there boastful and just acting like he knew without a shadow of a doubt that he was going home for Christmas. He
Mm-hmm.
knew he was gonna be sitting there opening gifts on Sunday. Could
Yes, he
nobody
did.
tell him no different?
Yes,
He
y'all make
thought
sure
he
that you
had
guys are
everybody.
subscribed to this. I'm sorry, friend. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this video. Subscribe to this video. Check your subscriptions because YouTube be unsubscribing people. Okay, subscribe to the
It
official
sure
campaign in the
do.
home of the lituation because it's up. Okay, it's up. Okay, my integrity will not be compromised. Okay, that's why you guys follow. That's why you guys come here because we stay with a good receipt. Okay, and my news
Hmm.
is real. Okay, or original and
Hmm.
organic. Okay, and period. This is the home of the lituation. There's no other place like it. Click the link and come on up and chill with us.
Yes. Yes. I'm so glad to see you here together, friend. All good, looking good, feeling good. I was like, you know what, Lord, let me just go ahead and fall to my knees, Jesus. Let me go ahead and pray, meditate, like you say, all that good stuff. They was trying to take my friend. They
Okay.
was trying to scare my friend. I'm trying, child. When I see you say that yesterday, you say, They tried to. When you talking about how they was following you in the bathroom. I mean, the bathroom of
Like,
all
I just feel like
places.
it's strange that every time I have to use the bathroom, Tory Lanez have to use the bathroom. Like, is that weird to you?
Yes,
Like, you ain't used the bathroom already? You should have used the bathroom already, friend. Why every time I use? Why are you even using the same bathroom that we using? They don't got
that.
no bathroom for a special bathroom
Hello.
for the celebrities.
Mm,
Ain't got no special
apparently,
hallway, no special area for the celebrities. Why are you in this area with the media and the public?
in the public,
You got your
right?
kids here. You got your families here.
Man, that's the
He knew
one
what he was
thing.
doing.
That's what I was gonna say. He was trying to use the family and the kids as sympathy for sympathy and empathy with the people to make it seem like oh, another black man, even though he's a Canadian. Another black man being, hemmed up by the judicial system. But we know that this boy has been a tyrant running around here, all up and down and throughout America, harassing people along the
Hey,
way.
London,
So,
how are you? Yes, he's been a big tyrant, a terrorist. I'll call it because he's not from the U.S. So he's a
mm,
foreigner and he's coming here and he's been you know wreaking havoc for what as long as he's been here. His rap sheet goes way back and he's been getting away with everything for so long. And a lot of people thought he was
right.
gonna get away with this.
I
What
figured
gotta
that he
remember though,
wouldn't because at
Megan
this point he had to
is
be
the
made
same kind of
an
torrent that
example.
he is. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but Megan ain't shoot nobody.
That part. Ah, okay.
Well,
When our powers activate, they combine and activate. That was that super twin power, and he wasn't ready. Fred, he
Yeah,
wasn't ready for
he
this
wasn't ready
round.
for it. He wasn't ready. I
He
was like,
wasn't
what
ready.
happened? What had happened?
Right. Don't nobody care about none of that.
The
Okay.
girls is mad
He
because you
didn't
see
see nobody.
everybody was up here last night talking that big shit about Tory, how he was
Mhm.
innocent, and now tonight I'm dropping
Mhm.
a link and the girls don't want to click it because we was right, like
Child,
we be. We well, how many times
all the
I
time.
can't recall a time where we was wrong.
Let me
Oh,
see.
he's back for you. He's back.
I'm
Hey,
still
London.
waiting.
Don't carry on my time. No, I don't know what I did. I pressed some buttons and did some retarded stuff. I
No
don't know.
worries. Go ahead.
But
How
no,
are you?
seriously, I'm
Well, how do
already
you feel
set.
about the guilty verdicts, though? Let's talk about what the relevant information. How do you feel? Tory Lanez was found guilty on all three counts.
Right, which was wrong. He should only be found guilty on one of them accounts. Well, two of them accounts, because the gun
Oh.
was his. Granted, it was his. So you right about that, bro.
Mhm.
That said that.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I said he was gonna
But
get found at least on two, but I didn't think
yeah,
all three. I
the
said all the
third,
money he's spending, I would have thought at least one he would have got away with.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
But by him being relentless out in these streets, that's what kind of messed him up. Had he gone ahead and went on, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, jumped up there and told his side, they would have drilled him
Mhm.
naturally. But all he had to do was bring up literally all he had to do was bring up Megan Thee Stallion song when she sampled Biggie's beat, "Who Shot You," and that girl Kelsey song because they told him themselves in them songs. They was letting it be known that she's the one who shot the girl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, I hear you.
It's the truth. I dissected them songs like from the beginning, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what they're talking about. And every interview Megan did, she switched it up so many times. Granted, it's trauma, so I get you switching it up a little bit. But every interview, there was a different everything. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing the same.
Absolutely. I feel like Megan was telling the truth when she said that she said those things for her image. She still needs to talk to her attorneys and her publicists and stuff like that. She's a mega star. And Tory Lanez is just a little star. Um, and in court they tried to make him seem like he was so much bigger than he was, but the jurors kind of didn't even fall for it.
I couldn't believe it. That's because he's a menace. He came here being a menace, like a weirdo.
He's
That,
definitely a menace. He's
And that's where
definitely
he
a
messed
menace,
himself up at.
and I just feel like his karma caught up with him. His all the things that he's done is catching up with him, and it's just really the media. I don't know what Megan or what the people have against Megan, because I see all these celebrities speaking out saying that this is wrong, but I just don't agree.
That's because in every relationship Megan was in, she was always the aggressor. It's always been put out there. Every interview her dudes ever did, she was the aggressor. When she on YouTube, when she on IG going off, she's the aggressor because she drunk and doing dumb shit stuff. Sorry.
Absolutely. No, you can cuss up here as long as you ain't cussing at nobody. Guys, this video is not made for kids, okay? And everything that's being shown to you guys during this video is being shown to you underneath the fair use and copyright doctrine. It's my motherfucking opinion mixed with receipts, okay? And the views of the panel don't necessarily reflect the views of the official campaign. Yes, he did.
For
Mm.
sure.
Somebody said a
I
lot of
love
people
you.
in the industry don't like Meg, and her personality is well known. Yeah, because there's a lot of people just still shading Meg after all of this. Um, and I just my response to that is like, what if this was your sister, your mother, your auntie, or some woman that you care about, and she's telling you her truth and nobody believes her?
The boy who cried wolf. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at
Absolutely.
both sides. You gotta look at both sides of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's fucked up that she was shot by
That candy
whichever
was
party. You know what I'm
warm.
saying?
Hey, Candy
But
Girl.
Hey, what's up? Happy holidays,
Happy
everybody.
happy
Happy
holidays.
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 Happy holidays. Yes.
Yes.
Now they got the kids
Yes.
started there.
Ah. Oh my gosh, I've had a little rosé,
I know
so
that's right.
Ooh.
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Holiday
home.
spirit. It's okay,
Yes,
Lisa.
I'm home for the holidays, kicking back. So
I'm
I
trying to get
didn't.
home too.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. So I didn't follow the trial, but I already knew he was guilty.
Mm.
Sheesh.
Like he shot her. Like I don't understand what the trial was even for. This is where he went wrong.
Mm.
He should have pled out. But that's what this is the thing.
That's what I think too.
That's where cockiness
Mm-hmm.
and ego
Here you
and
go.
false sense of
Mm-hmm.
delusions of grandeur, right? Just like official
Mm-hmm.
campaign said, they were
Mm.
trying to make him out like he was this big, rapper, blah blah blah. And even if he
Mm-hmm.
was, they're still throwing you in jail, boo boo. Like that's not gonna protect you. You're still going to jail. And so I think the jury got it right. I think he was guilty on all counts. He shot someone, he
Mm-hmm.
shot recklessly, and he had an unregistered gun. So all of those things would be guilty. I think
But keep
we're
in mind, I'm sorry to cut you off. Keep in mind though,
uh-huh.
the man said that the girl shot first. The first shot came from the girl, which
What do you mean by
obviously was
wait, hold on, excuse me. What do you mean by the girl? You need to there's multiple women. So what's
who
the name of the woman?
Kelsey. But
Kelsey, okay?
hmm but the way it was described was as if the bullets were behind all of them. But and that mean that Kelsey would have shot in the car because I'm sure
Kelsey was
Meg.
shot in the car or she was shooting
No,
from the car?
she would have had to been shooting from inside. I mean, shooting inside of the car,
Okay.
but because they
All
were in
right.
the
Well,
front seat.
let me finish and then you can jump in. Even to like I was talking, sorry. Like I was, right? Wasn't I
I know. I like how I fought.
talking? Yeah, and I was like, happy holidays. But even to
We
your
miss you,
point,
Candy Girl.
this was the trial for Tori. This was not the trial for Kelsey. So it's not Tori versus Kelsey. Even if she did shoot, he also shot, and this was his trial. So if me and my friend rob a bank and it's my friend's trial, they're not going to be like, well, Candy also robbed the bank, so you're innocent. No, both of y'all are going to jail because you both robbed the bank. So Tori is guilty for what Tori did. Does that mean that Kelsey is innocent? No. Does it mean that
Not
she
at
should
all.
maybe also face charges? Yes. But that
Yep.
does not negate Tori's guilt, which is why he is now currently in jail facing 22 years. And to your other point that you made earlier, First of all, I'm tired of people blaming women for when they suffer abuse. Oh,
No,
she's the
that's
aggressor. Oh, she's this and that. Whatever. They never say that about a man. And let's just say, benefit of the doubt, she is this huge aggressor. She's so aggressive and blah, 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 blah. She was outside of the car walking away and got shot.
no. She
How
got
are you
shot.
the aggressor in that situation? You're not. She literally removed herself from the situation and got shot. So I'm just really, really tired of people making excuses for violence against Black women,
No, it's just
regardless of
women
their
in general.
personality type. Point blank, period. Nobody deserves to be outside of a car, walking away from a hostile situation and getting shot.
You better preach, Candy Girl.
And that's just how it is. We want to say protect Black women until we actually have to protect Black women. And just because Megan
Correct.
is a
Facts.
strong woman,
Fucking facts.
just because Megan has an opinion, just because she owns her sexuality, just because she's successful, just because, and
What does that have to do with anything?
it has to do
Popping pussy ain't a crime unless you get paid for it.
has to do with everything. It has to
doesn't.
do with everything. Because if it was Taylor Swift who walked out of her car and somebody shot her in the foot, I highly doubt she would be getting the smoke that Megan got.
Why do you feel that
Highly
way?
doubt.
Why do you feel that way? She do a lot too. What are you talking about? Well, she
Why
does a
do I
lot
feel
too.
that way? Why do I
Yes, she
think
does a
that
lot
a
too.
white woman would
But see, that's the problem with people. That's the problem. You see,
that stuff would have a very different response in America, and not just in America, but in this world. Like, we're not playing that game.
Taylor Swift was a drunk. What are you talking
We're not,
about?
we're not playing that game. We all know the fact that Megan Thee Stallion is a Black woman with an opinion, and she owns her sexuality. Of course, she's judged differently in this
You sound
country.
crazy. I
I'm
love
not
strong
even
women.
going there. I'm not even going there. That's a delusional statement.
That was delusional.
Delusional.
It wasn't.
Not even going there.
It
Not even
definitely is
going
Rose
there.
talking.
Not even going there. Not even
Taylor Swift
going
is a
there.
drunk.
We're not
What are you
playing
talking
that
about?
game.
If somebody was to pop off on her, because she pops off too, what are you talking about? She's not innocent in anything. So what are you talking about?
Did she shoot anybody? Yes or no?
Who?
Megan.
Taylor Swift? No.
Did
Megan?
Megan
No.
shoot anybody? Yes or no? No, right?
No.
There you go.
No.
There
But
you
what does
go.
that?
And
What
I'm
does
not
that have?
drunk.
What does that
See,
mean?
that's another thing. That's very disrespectful.
No, what's disrespectful is
Very
you saying what you're
disrespectful
saying. You think you know
and
what you're talking about.
extremely
You can't tell
dismissive.
me what my opinion about what somebody else would be.
Because
You sound crazy.
just because I did not let you cut me off, and
Drop yourself, Sharita.
just because I did not let you cut me off, and just because I do not agree with your opinion does not
That's
give you
fine.
the right to be disrespectful and dismissive, which is what you just tried to do.
No, what you were
Yeah.
doing just talking a bunch of
Yeah.
reckless bullshit. You
Yeah.
playing a black white card that has nothing to
There
do with
you
nothing.
go.
First,
Okay.
yeah.
And now you're swearing. Are you drunk?
I
Why
don't
are
drink,
you
sweetheart.
swearing?
I
Are
don't
you
drink.
drunk?
Let's
I don't
be
drink.
respectful,
should.
everybody.
Maybe you
I don't
should.
drink.
Because I wasn't swearing at you. I didn't call you a name. I didn't swear at you.
I didn't call you anything either. I'm reading the comments. So how you mad? Because I'm reading the comments.
Weirdos.
Ignorant. You say you sound?
Weirdos tonight. Are you drunk? You might need a shot, boo boo. You might need a shot.
Hold on, fam. Take it. If you ain't gonna take it from the white woman, take it from the Black man. She telling the truth. You can't sit there and say
No,
you
she's
can't
not.
sit there and use Megan's pussy as a reason as to why she
What
got
does
shot.
that have to do with anything? I never said that's why she got shot. Y'all both sound crazy together now.
Okay, so you agree that she got shot, right?
We know she got shot, yeah.
Okay, and who do you think shot her?
Kelsey. Yeah.
You
that's
think
who I
Kelsey shot her?
I
Okay,
do.
so if Kelsey shot her, why are there no bullet holes in that truck? Why is there no GSR? Why are there no shells
Why is there
in
no
that
bullet hole
truck?
from the door then? Because Troy was sitting inside the car when the first flash went
Because
off. Make
because
it make
like
sense.
Kelsey said,
Make it
hold
make
up,
sense.
I'm gonna answer you asking the
It
question. Let
was.
me answer it. Let me answer the question. All right. So, like Kelsey said in her interview, like Megan said in her testimony on the stand, and like Sean Kelly said in his testimony, Tory was shooting out of that window. If Kelsey would have shot at Megan and they're facing each other face to face, fam, how the hell did she shoot her in the back of the feet?
Foot.
If they're fighting, how did Kelsey shoot Megan in the back of her feet if they're facing each other?
Exactly, Kika. But no one sees anything. They're just going off what they believe. I'm not about to sit in
Okay,
art. Go
okay, so
back,
now you
go
can
back
answer
before the
the
show,
question.
because you're not making any sense.
Exactly. You're not
He never was
found.
shooting out. He never shot in the car. He got out the car and shot. What are you talking about?
Okay, so if he got you just now you're saying he got out the car and he shot. Now
Yeah,
but you're also
like I
saying that they
said,
don't
that
have
the
enough
girl shot
evidence to
first.
say that he shot the girl, right?
Correct. You can't say he just off
But you
rip shot
just
the girl
said out of
because the
your
girl
own mouth
shot
he got
first.
out of the car and shot the gun. So he's guilty by
Okay.
definition.
No, he's not. If the
Oh my
first
God.
flash went off, yeah, oh, your God. If the first flash went off before Tori got out the car, how was he the one that shot the girl? She could have shot another
How in
time,
the
though
film?
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Make sense. Make sense of it for me.
I'm gonna make a lot of sense for you.
Please
Listen,
do.
if 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 you take anything from what they said about the Ring doorbell audio of the sound of those bullets going off, there is absolutely zero time for somebody to exchange a gun and continue to shoot.
It was multiple guns. That's why there was no exchange of a
Then
gun. What are
why
you
did they
talking
only
about?
find one?
Well, why they see one flash
Where's the
before
other
Tori
gun?
got the car? Where did the flash come from first? That the Tori
What?
before Tori
No.
got the
Where
car?
is
No,
the
answer
other
that.
gun? You just said
Make
that
that
there
make
was two
sense. Make
guns.
it
Where's the
make
other
it
gun?
make it make sense. Before
You
Tori
make
got
that
the
make sense.
shh,
Where's
you
the
I
other
listen
gun?
to you talk about whatever you talking about.
No,
But
answer the question. Where's the gun? Where's
no,
the second
I'm
one?
about to
Where
say
is
what I
it?
was about to say.
Where's the second
If the
gun?
first flash came before Tori got out the car, right? Then Tori got the car and there's four to five more flashes. How was there? Would they do transfer guns in the car over Megan? Make it make sense.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-mm. No, go
Well,
ahead.
okay, I want to say this. I thought that he like shot out the window or like stood up over the door or
Exactly.
something like that.
Exactly. That's what
That was
Everybody else
Megan
is
and
saying
never.
Kelsey
that.
said.
You guys
Exactly.
are
But
arguing
the no,
a
the
point
man.
that
But what did
nobody
the
can
man
validate.
say? What did the man say?
The man said he saw flashes.
The
He
man
the
said
man
he's guilty
said
on all three counts. That's what the
the
man
If
man
he saw
said
no,
that
no,
Tori
fam.
got out the
If he
car and
saw
shot all four to five
first of
shots.
all,
He never said he shot in the car.
Kelsey's
See,
facing Megan. Sean Kelly is looking at Kelsey from behind. If Tori is shooting from the inside of that car, Sean Kelly would think that those flashes were coming from the girls because at that time he cannot see Tori because Tori is still in the damn car.
no, he said just like he said. The flash came first.
If
Tori got
Kelsey
out, and then
shot
four to
Megan,
five
Megan
more
would be
set.
dead and there would be bullets inside that car. It is impossible for her to have fired that gun off given their positioning at the time of the first shot.
Because
Yeah,
part
okay.
of Sean Kelly's story wouldn't make sense if he said the first flash was quote with the girl, right? It wouldn't make sense because the doorbell captured every shot and they were all
Mm-hmm.
in succession. So either
exactly.
his story is flawed, it has to be flawed because the
How
ring
about all
doorbell
their stories are
caught
flawed?
every yeah. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, somebody shot Megan. And
Mm-hmm.
this man testifies and says that he saw 4 to 5 shots going everywhere. The illustration was just arm going everywhere. He wasn't in the air. He wasn't shooting in
Correct.
the air. He was
He didn't
shooting
shoot in the
everywhere,
car.
right? Randomly. Now, would that
Right.
make sense? That would make
I
sense
get
for him to be
I get
that
what you're
other.
saying. That makes sense. Yes, it does. But in the same breath, like I'm saying, y'all just putting on that man. Granted, he is guilty either way it go. Like I said before, you got on talking about some how am I calling her, whatever I called her, and yeah, y'all just don't make no sense. Y'all took what y'all wanted to take out of the situation because y'all feel like I'm antagonizing the woman, and that's not the
The
case.
black woman.
Oh yeah, the black woman.
Not
I
necessarily.
forgot.
That's not necessarily how I feel. I want to go more with facts, even though I do stand with the black woman. That's not my first argument.
Hmm.
My first argument is the the truth. Like we know that she got shot. Okay, she a hoe. She sucked dick. She here and there. The
That
girls
ain't
look
that
drunk.
never had that never
We
was
know
a
all that,
thing
but
for me. I
at
didn't
the
care
end
about
of
all
the day,
that.
she was shot. She didn't shoot herself. Like, what if that was your sister? or your auntie, or you know what I'm saying? She did get shot. She is a victim at the end of
I
the day.
never not once said that she wasn't the victim. I
But you
never
did say
said
that
that.
Tory was guilty. Now you're arguing of the opposite. So I don't
I
understand.
no,
I don't
because you're
understand your
confused
point.
because you came in like I said, y'all take what y'all want to take out of it. He's not guilty for all three charges, is what I said, but he definitely is guilty for two of them. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
wait. Can I say
What
something?
matters, the jury said he's guilty of all three. No matter what
Exactly.
you say, the jury said he's guilty of all three.
Why you feel
That
like you want to
part.
get hostile? Why
And
do you want to
also,
get
I
hostile?
wanted to
Not getting
say,
hostile, little man.
Little girl.
Do you have a little man syndrome like Tory? Cause
And you
you
see how you
giving
the
me
only one that
that.
laughed?
That's
You
what you
clown.
giving. Or is
You
you
just
small in
you're
your
not giving
pants?
anything.
Because the jury stated
It
guilty
doesn't
of
matter.
all
So
three
let's say
charges.
this, right? Let's say you're on the stand, right?
I'm
You
not
were
on the
shot,
stand,
right?
so
No,
it
no, just hyper.
hypothetically doesn't matter at this point because the
It
jury
does
already
because
made
you
it
sound
a fact.
crazy. You sound
Tory
crazy.
is guilty. So
And which one of them was there? Which
lay
one of them
down
was
and have
there
your
minus the
bottle.
four?
Lay down and have your bottle because Megan
Weirdo.
is
Which one of
dancing
them
right
four was
now with
out of the
those with
four?
the feet that he shot her in. She's
And she
celebrating.
gonna flop
Won't you
dance. And
go
what are you talking
celebrate him
about?
sitting in a jail cell? How about that?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it is a lot of disrespect.
You
They
hate
all
black
mad. They
women just
sound
like
stupid.
Tory, don't you? But you want to look at them and give them something they don't even want from you.
What
Go
are you
lay
talking
down and have
about?
your bottle, little one,
You
because he
sound
shot
crazy.
that girl and he deserved to
But,
be
but
guilty
wait,
for
go back
all
to your
three
state. Go back to
charges.
your statement. I I did what? I'm like Tory Lanez because of what?
Lie
Say
down
that
and have your
again.
bottle.
No, 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 no,
It's
no.
past your
Forget that
bedtime.
redundantness.
King Payne,
Go
I want
back
to
to
say
the
thank
part
you for
where you.
covering the
I could
show.
tell you
I
fat. You
saw your
retard. You a retard.
Nosies channel, King Payne. You were
Stupid ass
amazing.
bitch.
You
You
were
sound
whoa,
dumb.
precise
whoa,
with
Who
your
whoa,
said
whoa.
that?
commentary,
Do
and I
not
love you
disrespect her
for
like
Who
that.
said
covering
that? Was that
this
London?
trial.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was
Did
Okay.
you hear
London.
what he
He's
said?
gone now. You don't have to go.
What?
He's gone now.
Uh-uh.
You don't have
Thank
to
Okay,
you for
go.
covering this trial, King Payne. I found you on Nosy Channel, and I had to follow you because when you gave your commentary, you was very precise about everything. You gave
Mhm.
accurate assessment, and you was not biased. And I appreciate you for that because I was praying for Megan. You guys, yes, Megan has done some things, but that has nothing to do with her getting shot in her feet. Nothing.
No.
Thank you. And I'm not going to hold you guys long. It's the Christmas weekend. Y'all have a Merry Christmas and God bless. Good
You
night.
too. God
Okay.
bless you.
Well said. You
You
too.
too. Happy holidays.
Yeah, regardless of how messy Megan is or was,
Mm-hmm.
this whole scene, no matter how much she lied, just like they wanted to us to focus as the prosecution and people that wanted justice for Megan, just like they wanted us to focus on one thing. All we have to do is cast reasonable doubt. All we have to do is they just almost drill that into our heads. They need to do the same thing. The woman got shot in her foot. She didn't shoot herself. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. At the end of the day. And then when you think about it, not saying that Meg or Kelsey wouldn't be toting a firearm. I don't know if that's how you do it. I mean, she's a high profile rapper. I don't see why she would do that. And she goes everywhere with her security. They would, they dress alike. They're really close. They go on vacations together. So I'm not understanding that. But my point is, if you think about the situation, who is most likely to come to Kylie's house, or who's most likely to be walking around with a strap? Like they was already there 5 hours. They was already at Kylie's house 5 hours before Tory even showed up. Tory is already out and about with his driver, his security, right? So wouldn't it make more sense that he would already, what I'm saying, the gangster that he is, he want to walk around, run around beating up everybody. I'm sure he don't beat up everybody without, what I'm saying? Come on now. I mean, it just makes sense to me, right? And then when they found the gun, where was it? Right by under his feet, or under the seat where he was, and it was still warm. It's just like, I don't. At the end of the day, that's just how I feel. I'm just glad that she got her justice, because Megan was going through it, and part of it is her fault, right? A lot of it is her fault, but you she was traumatized. She's been going through mental, what I'm saying? Mental health is being affected, and it's just not fair, you know. So I'm just glad that justice was served. And I don't wish that Tory go to prison for no 22 years. I do feel that's excessive, even before he won. I felt that that was excessive, but you know, he can't, really reaping the fruits of his labor, the fruits of his behavior. And you know, who are we to stand in the way of that? So and thank you, King Payne, for allowing me on your platform. And you did good coverage. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you, guys.
Okay, I know that's right. It was cool seeing you down at the courthouse today, Blonay. Okay. Yes. Oh, what y'all got going on? So, what does everybody think about the guilty verdict and everything that's going on right now? You know, there's a lot of people speaking out on Tory Lane's behalf, and you know, they're upset, and you know, they're calling Megan off everything but a child of God. Mm-hmm.
Man, that was the right verdict. All these niggas running around here crying about the fact that this man is going to jail for a crime that we all know he committed. If you don't want to go to jail for 22 years, don't do the fucking crime. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got a count.
Everybody want to holler, oh, go ahead and celebrate another black man being taken away from his family. Well, that's his fault. That ain't nobody else's fault.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
what if
that's
Megan
so
died? What if he hit an artery, or if she got an infection, or something worse happens? They're not thinking about her life.
Fact, because
They're
you can die from getting shot in the leg, but ain't nobody worried about, the black woman being taken away from her family.
exactly. What about her life? And just like Blonay said, a very good point. What about Megan's mental health? You know, what about the quality of her life moving forward? The trauma of being shot? I can't imagine it. And nobody's worried about her life, but they're worried about the guy who just got his little feelings hurt and decided to shoot a woman. They're worried about him. That was really what my point was,
Yep, exactly.
you know?
Can I just say something really fast? Hi, everyone.
hey.
Hey.
I just want to kind of touch on a lot of the public outrage being due to, I would say, 3 heavy hitter bloggers that have been misleading the public with information in regards to reporting back. They've been leaving out certain details when it comes to evidence, and they have led a very large group of people to believe like, oh, it's so easy. He just got this in the bag. And now that they've been clinging to certain little key pieces that people have been putting out to drive this narrative, and now that the verdict is back, these people are confused. They're clinging to these details and they're outraged. And I think it's important to note that even though we have been getting things back, thankfully, people like you, King Payne, have been reporting the truth, the unbiased truth. Even with you reporting the unbiased truth, we are still not in the courtroom, us listeners, right? So we're getting the important things that are being reported back, but there's a lot that we are not hearing or didn't see. I feel like the jury, they didn't go in there thinking it's a joke, right? They took about 2 days. They were asking questions. So I think the verdict was the verdict, and it was the true outcome of what it should have been. He's guilty. And some people just don't want to accept that because they were listening to the wrong bloggers, receiving the wrong information.
And that's just that on that. Okay? Period. You
Okay.
couldn't have said it any better. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, how's the sound? How's the audio?
You sound good.
Okay, terrific. Oh, yes.
And
Oh,
those
and I got a
same
social.
bloggers still crying on their channels now to this day.
To this day.
Sonny, you all right with me?
To this day.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all. But I mean, it's good to see, you know, as crooked as this system is. Okay, I'm not rah-rahing for this
That
system
part.
because the next case we gonna be probably, you know what I'm saying, somebody gonna be grabbing a picket sign. So, you know, we
But is this one of those situations where the system didn't do its job? Like I feel like this is not one of those situations. And the reason that Tory Lanez and his family don't understand that is because they're Canadian. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not a situation of police brutality, racism, or discrimination. You shot Megan. You shot Megan.
Exactly.
You shot. I'm like, what is
Exactly.
going on here?
Like, I don't understand why it's even like that deep of a conversation. You shot someone who was walking away from you. You're guilty. Like, I'm just like, I don't like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's
Right.
crazy. It's crazy.
And he has a record of reckless behavior, y'all. Come on, he just got an ankle bracelet taken off for beating August Alsina. And he joked about it. He laughed. He knew that August Alsina was sickly. And I'm not taking anything away from his manhood. You know what I'm saying? Props to August Alsina, but we know that he suffers from, he's sick a lot. I don't know what he has, but he knew that man was sickly. And that was the excuse that August gave when he said he didn't shake his hand, because the doctor told him to keep minimal contact for his health. And he laughed, he scoffed, and then he went on DJ Academics, you know what I'm saying, and even talked about it. So this reckless behavior that he's had, it's been documented on social media. Like, we know Tory more through the shenanigans and through him. He did Prince. He did somebody else too. When he went on stage with the baby, right? He wasn't even supposed to be in the vicinity of Meg Thee Stallion. Meg was coming off stage. He goes on stage with the baby and then goes on with the song. I think it was Cry Baby that he went on stage with the baby. I don't know, but y'all seen that diss, right? You knew he was taunting, this gaslighting. Yeah. So he's been doing this. He has a record of this. We know Tory more through his shenanigans and his reckless behavior in these social media streets than we know your music. And I'm just using it as an example because I don't really, know any of his music. So, and maybe I'm not supposed to. Like I say, they make music for their peers. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and listen, but I mean, that's just how I look at it.
That could also be witness intimidation. If he's not supposed to be around her and he's doing some diss and she's clearly suffering from mental health issues regarding the shooting, that could also be intimidating a witness, which is also illegal. It sounds like, and I don't know Tory, I don't follow him. The only way I actually even heard about him was because of the Megan Thee Stallion shooting and stuff. But it sounds like, particularly with his parents' outrage that King Payne said, sounds like he's just been enabled his entire life to be a brat. It sounds like a guy who just never grew up, never had consequences. He thinks that the law and the rules don't apply to him. He can get away with whatever he wants. Mommy and daddy's going to make it better. And he can just get away with bad behavior. And I think the U.S. judicial system quickly told him, sweetheart, no, you can't.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. It seems like he's just been enabled his entire life to get away with bad behavior. And Megan may not be perfect, but who is? None of us are perfect. We've all fallen short, but nobody deserves to be shot.
That's the
None of us are perfect.
Yeah.
None of us.
Yeah. Well, she drank. Well, she F this and okay, let's handle that on another day.
Oh my God, how dare a woman have sex? Let's shoot her in the foot.
A whole live on the live.
God, she's had toxic relationships. She's had unhealthy relationships. Let's just shoot her in the foot. Like, hello, we've all had sex. We've all had toxic relationships. We've all done stuff that we probably are not proud of because we're all human beings. But none of us deserves for our life to be threatened, and none of us deserve to be shot.
Right. And
because his little feelings were hurt. And that's basically what it is. He had a little temper tantrum because she wouldn't admit that she slept with him because Kelsey had a crush on him. And his little feelings were hurt because she wouldn't admit that, and he shot her. And this is according to CNN.com. I'm not making this up. You can Google it. It was on CNN.com. I just read the article. CNN.com reported that. That's not me making it up. It's on CNN.
And they all were beyond intoxicated, right? I don't know if it was TJ's testimony, somebody's testimony, 6 to 7 empty bottles. And then when Tory came, remember when he was on when he was talking to Kelsey, he was like, man, the first thing that happened when I came in, I took 5 shots. When he first walked through the door, that man took 5 shots.
Yeah, see?
So saying? Everybody was
Over the time he
beyond
got locked up.
intoxicated.
See, that's too much.
So, I'm not saying one person is at fault, but one person took it too far. They all was wrong. They all lied.
Yeah.
All trifling. They all need counseling. They all need therapy,
Yep.
right?
100%.
But nobody deserves to be
But
shot.
only one of them took shots. I mean, Kelsey, maybe not. But I mean, Tori, we know for sure. And that's the thing. He should have took a plea deal. Because looking at 22 years, I think if he would have took a plea deal, he probably would have gotten a couple of years of probation, and he probably would not have to actually do the full sentence. It would have been way less if he would have copped to the plea deal.
Well, somebody in the comments said he was offered 3 years in the plea deal.
That's what I'm saying.
With some other bloggers or something, and
yep.
Now he's facing 22 years now.
He should have taken the plea deal, because if they say in the plea deal 3 years, he'll likely serve maybe like 1.5, and then they'll get him out, and then he'll just do like parole. But now he's looking at 22, because one thing about the judicial system, particularly in America, they don't like it when you thumb your nose to them, where you think that I'm going to get over on you. The law doesn't apply to me. That's why you go from 3 years to 22. Look at Jen. I cover the Real Housewives. Look at Jen Shaw. She's going to federal prison for telemarketing schemes and wire fraud schemes and all of that stuff. She was looking at about 50 plus years for her schemes. She took the plea deal, and now it's a max of 14 years. And then she'll get sentenced, I think, January 6th. So if it's a max of 14, I don't think they'll give her 14. But 14 versus 50 years in prison, you better take that plea deal. That's
hey,
why
Jack, how are you?
at 22 when he could have gotten 3. I'm telling you, it's he's his own worst enemy, because he hasn't had to grow up, and he thought he still would get away with it. But America, that's the last place you want to get in trouble at.
Okay, on period. Shout out to Jaguar right in the motherfucking building. And you're absolutely right. And, that's what I was saying about Tory Lanez and anybody else that, plans on coming to the U.S. and being a menace, Like, take this as an example, let Tory Lanez be an example to anybody that feel like making it up, okay? Because there are laws in place, okay? There are many laws in place for criminals just like Tory.
And y'all don't forget that video he did where he was cutting up that horse. You know what I'm saying? Some more of tormenting Megan all along the way. That's what I'm like.
Kind of a horse, like an actual horse?
Yeah, that is called Cap. Yeah, watch that video. Watch that video.
That would disturb my spirit. Hurting an animal.
It was the taunting and tormenting and teasing and the poking and prodding that put the cherry on the the cake, because this has been for 2 years, and for 2 years he been acting a stone cold fool. He been beating people up, beating people down, jumping on stages, you know what I'm saying, just behind the scenes. And we can imagine what else is taking place, you know what I'm saying, because when it trickles out to us, we only seeing a sliver of what's really going on, right? So it just had to stop, y'all. But I want to ask y'all, do y'all think how much time do you guys think he gonna get? I want to ask y'all.
Hey, Jaguar, thank you for joining the panel, Will.
Hey, friend.
Hi, Jaguar.
Hey, how are you?
I ain't gonna be here long. I just want to say, ding dong, the dumb nigga is dead. He's going to jail.
Oh,
he's going
to jail. What are your thoughts about the guilty verdicts?
Can I be honest? I already knew. I just couldn't say nothing.
My.
I just couldn't say nothing. I told everybody they was going to be surprised by this verdict. I said a lot of people going to get their feelings hurt. And to hear his father out there screaming, Rock Nation did this. What have I been saying, King?
You've been saying that the industry is corrupted.
No, did not say that they out to get this nigga. He wouldn't sign the contract and they been out to get this nigga ever since. They put these bitches on him. They made sure he got this case. His dumb ass got drunk and high, took the fucking bait, and now the fuck he's going to jail, straight to jail, directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
You did say that. You
Oh
did
my
say that
God.
Rock Nation wanted him to sign a contract and he refused. You
I
Just
have been
like
I
how
saying that for a
disagree.
Rock
long time.
Nation is behind,
You've been
just
saying that
like
for a
I'm
long
now.
time, actually.
I've been saying it. Don't nobody want to believe me, but it's all right. Don't believe me. Just watch.
I disagree with that because if that was the case, they would have been said something. Megan wouldn't have went a whole month without saying nothing about him shooting her.
I don't think you understand how these things work, friend. Megan can't say nothing because she was in on it all along. She was in on it all along.
I disagree
She's
too.
the one
I
that
don't.
invited. Wait a minute. She's the one that invited Tory to the party.
Yeah, but at the same
And no.
time, Rock
Let me
Nation,
finish.
Rock.
Let me finish. Watch me work.
Go ahead, you got it.
Megan was the one that invited him to Kylie's party. Yet Corey Gamble was there to make sure that he made an introduction between Tory and Kylie. Kylie didn't invite him, and neither the fuck did Tory. I mean, neither the fuck did Corey. Megan invited him. So what the fuck was Corey Gamble doing there to make sure? How the fuck did you know? If this was some off the cuff shit that Megan just did, why the
Because
fuck was he there at the kitty party?
he's the head of Kylie security.
No, the fuck he not. He fucking that girl. Now, like I was saying,
Girl, these conspiracy theories. I
it's
can't.
not a conspiracy theory. Everybody fucking knows he fucking that girl.
I
Everybody
don't
knows
know.
he's a
I don't
paid
know
fucking.
that.
Everybody knows he's Kris Jenner's paid employee. Period. And I say that on everything. Anybody got something to fuck to say about what I'm about to say? Please sue me. Please sue me. There was no need for Corey Gamble to be there to make an introduction to somebody he shouldn't have known was coming. That's the point. And Kylie ain't testify. Kylie didn't even have a deposition. They didn't even
It's
take a
no
fucking
need
statement. Why not?
because the incident happened when they left her home.
The incident happened when they left her home. From what I was told, the incident began in her home. She's sitting there fucking handling him, getting all mad because he all up in Kylie's face trying to force him to leave the fucking party.
Yeah, but that still doesn't
That
have
sounds like
anything to
no, but
do with
that's
a
where it started
shooting.
though. No, but my friend, that's where it started though. That's where the agitation began.
Yeah, but there was no illegal activity at her home. It became illegal when they left, and they
Ain't
took
that
it with further.
nice? Ain't that nice that the case that her house was on the crime scene? Ain't
I
that
don't
nice
blame.
for
I
her?
would have put them on my house
But
too.
but at the end of the day, Rock Nation ain't make Tory pull out a gun and start
Right.
shooting it in the middle of the
I
street.
didn't say
That's
that
the
they
point.
made him do anything. I
So
said
so
they set him
how
up
would they
and
be
he
able to
took the
plan
bait.
that was gonna happen?
I said that they set him up and he took the bait. Listen to me. I know niggas from the hood all the time. All
Okay,
the
that
time. Bad attitudes.
so
No, bad attitudes. Bad attitudes. I know if I get this nigga drunk enough and I get this nigga high enough, he gonna be butt naked by the end of the night. Or I know if I get this nigga drunk enough and I slip him a little something and we get into a fight, this nigga gonna pull out his fucking gun. Like people got fucking habits, yo. It ain't hard to set a motherfucker up if you want to.
If they violent, it's not hard. No, it's
Not
not.
at all. All you gotta do is lean into that shit and let them do the rest.
again, you're speaking on something that points back to Tory making his own decisions. He's a grown ass man.
Wait a
He
minute.
can
Wait a
choose.
minute. Wait a minute. No, because you're talking at me like I disagree with you. I think Tory Lanez is a piece of shit. I think what he did to August Alsina was some bitch shit. He should have went the fuck to jail for that. I'm fucking happy that the little motherfucker gone. My point is, the second that he felt, they've been covering up all of his fucking misdeeds all of this fucking time. Like, this ain't the first time he done some fuck ass shit. And don't think this ain't the first time he been involved with gunplay. But niggas was covering it up for him. They was
Right, that's
letting him
true.
make it. They
Fact.
was letting
That's
him
fact.
make it. They been
Yeah.
letting him fucking make it. And then the second he don't sign that motherfucking contract, all of a sudden he got legal problems. What a coincidence. Ooh,
I would say the second he didn't sign that
ooh.
contract, he went out and created more legal problems for himself.
No, he had been creating the same legal problems all this time.
Right,
That
but
pussy been a fucking gremlin, but they was letting him make it before.
right, but it sounds like to me that you kind of trying to take away the responsibility of what he did and place that on the shoulders of Rock
No,
Nation.
no, I'm saying
Yeah.
see the whole game. Y'all sitting here looking at a small part of the game. I'm saying there's a bigger game happening. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't doubt it's not a bigger picture here, because I think the whole 1501 that played in a part of Kelsey and Tory. So those two things combination together. So I believe that. I just don't think that people are just out here just setting people up like that.
Why
I know
not?
it can
Why not?
happen,
Why
but
don't you know? Why don't you think that? I know niggas that make their living doing just that.
well, just because I disagree, it didn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm wrong.
No, I'm just
I'm
saying
just saying.
I can call somebody right now that do that for a living and tell you how easy it is. He could put a fucking case on your ass in 5 minutes.
Well, I've known people that can do stuff like that too. So I do
So
know
then
it
why
exists.
is it so hard
But
to believe in this case?
because I just don't believe this was something that was orchestrated. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
that's nice. A
Yeah,
lot of
that's
people
my
don't think
personal
Aaliyah
opinion.
that was orchestrated either. Yeah, that plane really went down without help.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
but look, check this. Tory, Rock Nation didn't make Tory fuck Kelsey, Megan, and then try to fuck
Facts.
Kylie Jenner. On
I
top of that,
didn't say
Kylie
they
Jenner
made
apparently
him.
was asking. Hold up,
I'm
Kylie
not
Jenner had
saying
been
he's a
asking the
victim.
whole party for Tory. She was
He's
the one
not a
that
victim.
requested it.
I'm not calling him a victim. I'm saying he's a stupid motherfucker. And now he's another victim of the game.
No, he's not a victim.
What it
He's a
sounds
perpetrator.
Yeah, what it sounds more like is what you're saying is that he no longer had their protection.
Exactly.
Not so much that they set him up. And it's still on him. It's more like, oh, when they thought he was a part of them, they protected his bad behavior. But then when he didn't sign, they no longer protected him. And that's why
And boom.
But it was because of what he did, not because they set him up. They just no longer gave him cover. And that's
okay. Well, I mean,
Exactly. There you
that's
go.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. It sounds nicer when she say it. At the end of the day,
but I don't think they were protecting him either.
Yeah, they was
weren't
protecting him. He was making a lot of people a lot of money. They've been protecting him. There's a lot of shit he done y'all don't know about.
Well, he had a deal. He had a deal before the shooting, and he
He
lost
been a
it.
fucking monster.
But I think that what happened with him and Megan Thee Stallion wasn't a setup. I think that's just who he is, and that is just what happened. But he
Yes,
no longer
that's who he is.
But he no longer had cover and protection from them. I don't think that means that they set him up. They're just protecting him.
But you know what? You know what? This is what I want to say. Today at that courthouse, when Tory Lane's father went off in that courtroom, in that courthouse, and when he was out on the street, one of the main things that man kept on saying, and this is ringing true with what Jaguar had said way before this live, is he said, fuck Rock Nation. Before he got into that black Escalade, whatever car he got into, and said, F Rock Nation. And then immediately after that, one of the spectators in the courtroom kind of got in my camera view, and I said, well, what do you think? She said what she had to say, and she said the reason why this happened was because he didn't take that deal with Jay-Z, and I can send y'all that. So
boom,
that's what the
motherfuckers.
daddy was saying. The main thing that daddy was saying was, before he got in that car, he said, F Rock Nation. There's so much
Again, Jay-Z didn't make Tory shoot
Thank
Megan.
you. Thank you.
What I'm saying is, I'm talking about what the father's words were. Forget what I said
I
about
hear you. I understand
Yeah, that
exactly
doesn't
what you're
matter what his
saying.
daddy
But
said. It doesn't
what
matter.
I'm saying is Tory made a conscious decision to pick up that gun and start bucking that
Right.
thing in the middle of the street.
that,
That
but
has
can it
nothing
be
to do with
both?
Jay-Z or Rock
But
Nation.
it can
You
be both.
absolutely right. And he's been doing it for a long time. But once upon a time, they used to save his ass and now they just let him have his self. All I'm saying is when you fucking playing with the devil, when you playing with the devil, you got to play by his rules.
Well, he
That's
was
what I'm
the
saying. I'm
devil.
not
He
saying he's
was
a
the
victim.
devil, and the devil is being punished now. He was the
Exactly.
devil.
Exactly. But there's still more devils.
Yeah, it is. It's
There's
true. But
still
he was
more
the
devils.
devil, and the devil had his day. And those jurors, they saw through the bullshit. And people, all you people that were out there thinking, talking about this reasonable doubt. When you go to court, it says reasonable doubt, not all doubt. You
I
can
did.
have some doubt.
That's my
The
favorite Jay-Z album, Reasonable Doubt.
reasonable doubt. It's reasonable. It has to be reasonable. But if there's a story or evidence out here that's pointing that this man did it, but you have some doubt, you can have some doubt. It's reasonable doubt. They didn't have reasonable doubt. That last witness, his name Kelly, he put the nail in Tory Lane's coffin. When I heard his testimony, I knew he was going to be guilty. I knew it. And he got what he deserved.
He going to jail.
And
That's
that
what
was
I
a
know.
mistake.
That's a
And that was a
very
mistake
valid
on the
point.
defense part for even pinning Sean Kelly up there, because Sean Kelly testified on the defense behalf.
Mm-hmm. He pissed them off. I think they pissed him off.
I made the comment before, the biggest scammers were Tory's lawyers. They paid him how much money? He paid over $1 million and he got guilty on all 3 counts?
Sound like he need a refund. Sound
Okay,
like
on
he need to take
period.
some money.
That's all these lawyers do is lie.
Look, they need to
N-
go pay
Your
their
lawyers
Y'all
money.
should
over
have
$1
seen
million
Tory face
with all 3 counts?
during the defense when they were speaking on his behalf. Y'all should have seen Tory face. Tory looked like she was shocked, like he ain't never heard them say that shit before. Like, what are
Right?
y'all
Probably
doing?
had.
So who I would look at the lawyers. Like, this is the thing. I'm not a lawyer, but if I was one and I was talking to Tory, I would say you need to appeal this. And you say you had an effective counsel. Say, you know what? My lawyers never should have put these people on the stand. My lawyers never should have did this, and this, and this. They gave me ineffective counsel. That's grounds for an appeal.
Let me tell you something.
I didn't actually follow the trial, so I'm just saying this based on what you guys said, so I could be completely wrong. But if I was him, I would be trying to appeal on every single grounds I could. Did he speak on his own behalf?
No, he didn't.
No.
I would be like, you know what? They should have put me on the stand. I didn't get a chance.
He had the choice. He made it not to listen.
I'm gonna
My
tell you this
sister-
right now. The only thing, in my opinion, he needs to be appealing is how long it's gonna be before somebody shove their dick in his mouth. That's the only thing he needs to write that appeal.
Right. Listen, while the
appeal. I'm
case
not
was
saying
going
he
on,
should. I'm just saying.
my sister works for a judge. She works for a judge. I'm in
He
Houston.
going to jail.
And my sister works for a judge. She's in the courtroom every day. And I told my sister what went on in this case with Tory Lanez and Kelsey and all that. And this is what my sister told me. She said, he's gonna wish the day he never did this. Because one thing they will not allow you to do, you're not gonna go in that courtroom and play those lawyers and that judicial system. So these appeals, that shit ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. He messed up. He played the wrong people. You can't get in a court and embarrass them like that. They're not going for that. My sister said, he can hang it up. And he embarrassed them.
Don't drop the soap.
I mean, I think he's guilty, so I don't think he should appeal. But
right, he is guilty.
But the majority of guilty people still appeal.
R. Kelly guilty as sin. He appealing, and guess where he appealing? Sitting his black ass in jail, just like Tory finna do.
He should have. Well, first of all, he never should have shot her in the first place.
Right.
But he also should have taken the plea deal.
I'm really trying to keep my mouth shut about this.
You know what?
No,
I want them to go after Kelsey.
No, because I hear y'all talking about marriage. I hear y'all talking about Meg, but I don't got the same feeling for Megan y'all do. I just don't.
It's not about her though.
About her,
Regardless of how you feel
exactly.
about her, the woman was shot. Nobody deserves to be
Exactly.
shot.
No, you
That's the
didn't
way
see the
I
shit that
see it.
I seen. You just didn't see the shit that I seen.
It doesn't matter. She still didn't deserve to be shot.
Oh no, I agree. I'm not saying she deserved to be shot. I don't you ain't see what I saw.
I mean, because I don't have a bunch of fun thoughts of
Like
her
why the
either.
fuck would you eat Nicki Minaj pussy? Like why?
Oh my God.
Jaguar, you know what? It's too late, girl. Stop. Stop
Like
it, girl.
seriously, like
Well,
that
she
was a
didn't do a good enough
disturbing
job then. She
that
must
was
didn't do it right.
a disturbing image.
She must didn't do it right then.
Like they sitting here, oh Megan. I'm like, this nasty bitch. You eating that out? You eating petty snatch?
Now
Mm.
we ain't gonna clown the woman for, what her sexual preferences are.
No,
I mean,
no, no,
her
no, no, no,
preferences
no.
are her
Listen to me.
preferences, you know?
I'm a bisexual woman. There's just some fish you don't eat.
I
Ugh,
know. To each his own.
ugh.
To each
Lord.
his own.
Y'all want to pray for Megan? Pray that she stop eating Nicki Minaj snatch, because that shit is a fucking, it's disgusting.
It's her mouth. She can eat what she want to eat, Jaguar. Let,
Listen
let
to
her
me.
eat what she want to eat.
Listen to me. I hear what you're saying, but I'm a humanist. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna let a human sit there and eat dog food and not say, "Hey, don't eat that."
You wrong for that. Girl, you
You
are
know?
violating
Okay.
tonight, Jaguar. You are
I'm
really
not just gonna.
violating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a humanist.
Girl, you is crazy. Oh my
That bitch
God.
is eating.
I
Listen, she eating
cannot
that petty
unhear that.
snatch.
I cannot unhear that.
She eating that petty snatch, and y'all need to pray for her that she stop doing that shit. Because I'm telling you, I think that woman got a virus in there.
I'm praying for Megan because Megan don't have any parents. She's on her own, and I'm sure she's gone through a whole lot. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep her
and
in
it
my
drove her to
prayers.
eat Nicki Minaj pussy.
We gonna move past that.
That is really like a cry for help.
Well, you might want to say allegedly.
No, I've seen the pictures.
Girl,
Oh,
stop it. Now, why
There's
would
footage
Nicki
of this
Minaj
shit.
allow her to take some pictures?
Nikki like
Jaguar.
taking pictures doing strange shit. I'm finding out all kinds of things about her.
Well, you
As
know
I'm,
what? A lot of people have fetishes, so I'm not against fetishes. So
I know fetishes is cool, you know what I mean? But do that shit with clean pussy. Don't do that shit with that shit. Don't do that shit with that shit.
I think Jaguar trolling us tonight.
I'm not trolling.
I think so.
I'm dead ass serious.
You see how quiet everybody.
I seen the pictures. That's why I
Okay,
say
let's
when
talk
it
about
comes to
something
this
else.
thing,
I
I got a
don't want to
different
think
feeling.
about
I
that.
got a different feeling about Megan than everybody do. I just do. I don't think she should have been shot, and I don't think she should be eating Nicki Minaj snacks so she can get a hit record. I don't think
Well,
that's
you know
right.
what? I'm gonna say it like this. Anybody can be reformed. So,
Well, I mean, though, like I said, this was a win for Black women. You can't just run around shooting anybody, even Megan Thee Stallion,
that's true. That's
and that's
true.
the only way I can say that.
I think it's twofold. I think one, it's a win for Black women only in the sense of the response that she got. Like
Yeah,
she was the victim of this situation, regardless of whatever else you want to talk about or whatever. Regardless of that, she was the victim in this
Yes.
situation and the way
yes,
that
she
she
was.
was villainized. I think that's a win for Black women.
Yeah,
But
but see, the companies allowed that to happen to her.
I think that but I think that Tory being found guilty is just a win for justice in general. Because
Like
if
I'm
Right.
pissed off. Like I don't understand why people aren't more pissed off that her record labels that are making all of this money off of her and her booking agents that are making all of this money off of her didn't do a better job protecting her in the media.
I agree with
They
you 100%.
they have whole fucking staffs and divisions for covering up shit for stars.
Yeah, if they
So how
left her out to dry,
I'm just saying
yeah,
they
they didn't
pay.
protect her.
Nicki
No.
Minaj pay for all kinds of lying press trying to make her look better. They pay for all kinds of shit. Why didn't Megan's company do this for her?
Again, it's twofold. She needs to check the people on her team for not protecting her, but at the same time, it's disgusting that she even needed to be protected from, given the fact.
Oh no, indeed, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
So it's
Twofold. I'm just saying, I don't think people are asking enough of the right questions. Why
for
would your company, who's making money off of you, allow you to be villainized in such a way? Because they're trying to humiliate her.
a lot. This is the thing. A lot of stars, celebrities, normal people every day, all the time get exploited. That is what it
Right.
is. Like people they hire, people they work with. At the end of the day, that is what it is. My personal opinion on this. What hurts my personal spirit is the way in which she was attacked when
Right.
she
Yeah.
was the victim. And I get it. Sure, her publicist, her label could protect her more, but that's a different conversation. There's a lot of times where people are exploited. Look, a lot of artists, musicians, actors, especially child actors and all that stuff, completely exploited by their teams. They look at them as a product, not as a person. That's
Boom.
a completely different conversation.
No, wait a second. Pause.
She is
Did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you just said?
Yeah, I did.
Like, take that in. I'm just saying, take that in for a second.
I have taken it in. Trust me. I thought I have. What are you getting at?
See, the dog that I have the dog that I got in this fight, in this conversation, is the constant unfairness to artists, the constant abuse, the constant neglect, how they chew people up and spit them out. And these are the effects. That's why I follow this shit, because I'm doing everything I possibly can do to try to create some kind of awakening in entertainment.
Pause.
What?
You pause me. I'm going to pause you. Pause.
Sure.
I agree with what you're saying 100%. But that is a very particular issue, which is why I said that's a very different conversation.
Actually, it's not a really particular issue. It is this issue. This is a fucking music industry case, babe. This is a music industry case.
Jaguar, I lovingly ask you to let me finish, and then
sure, ma.
Okay,
finished.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas. Only gift you're gonna get from me.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'll give you the gift of love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All I was saying, just personally, not as commentary to what you're saying, not as commentary to what anybody is saying. I was just saying me personally, not as a comment to anybody else's opinion or what anybody else is saying. To me, in general, what hurt my spirit about this particular topic was the way she was villainized when she was the victim. Yes, I know that in particular, there are people, particularly artists, musicians, actors, who are exploited by their teams. I understand that. I'm not disputing that. But
she's not the first person that happened to. It happened to Monica Lewinsky, too. Exactly. It happened to Anita Hill, too. It happened to a lot of women.
I get it. And I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm just saying my personal opinion about this particular situation. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving a commentary to your opinion or what you're saying. I was just saying how I felt about this. And I'm not.
I got you. You're passionate about it. You think it's fucked up. It is fucked up. But the truth is, this shit is going to keep happening until you deal with the root cause. And the root cause is that entertainment culture has become malignant to society.
Period. But Jaguar, you know what? At some point, artists have to take personal responsibility, and you guys need to band together to stop that from happening. You just can't.
What do you think I'm out here doing in these streets?
But you need to talk to the artists, because I mean,
I do talk to the artists.
Other people when you allow yourself to be victimized.
I do talk to other artists, and do you know what? Do you know what my conversations with other artists are like?
What?
But they got that sex tape on me, and as bad as I want to say something, it would kill my marriage.
Okay, then.
But they got my doctor's bills though from when I OD'd.
Okay, then some hard choices need to be made then,
I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you, there is a whole nother subculture that creates a completely different psychosis.
Yeah, I understand that. I know how the industry is. I'm sure everyone, we see all
I've
the,
been watching this shit happen my whole life. I'm one of the only fucking people from my generation that can honestly say that they actually touched and saw and spent time with Teddy Pendergrass before and after the wheelchair.
and you survived too. You can say that too.
I'm a survivor. I'm just saying, do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Ain't
totally
too many people, ain't too many people my age that say that they ever saw Teddy Pendergrass stand on his feet. I did.
right. I get it.
I remember what life was like for him after that motherfucking car wreck. And I remember all the shit that he took because he had a tranny in the car. But do you know who he took that fucking heat for? He took that heat for Dr. J's wife because nobody knew. See, there was no social media back then. Nobody knew that Turquoise was in the car. She the one that brought the coke and the fucking tranny. She the one that got Uncle Kenny fucking drunk that night. And then they went speeding around Lincoln Drive and he fucking killed himself. And when the cops came, they called Dr. J, then they called the fucking Sixers. They fucking got handlers down there, got Turquoise off the fucking scene and didn't let any reporters in. And when they finally did, all it was Uncle Kenny and the tranny.
Okay, I don't know who all those people are.
I said Teddy Pendergrass, babe.
I know Teddy Pendergrass, but these other people,
Turquoise Irving,
I don't know.
Dr. J's wife. You remember Dr. J?
No, who is Dr. J?
The basketball player? Oh my God.
Oh, okay, Dr. the basketball player. Okay, yeah, I know.
The Philadelphia 76ers superstar?
Girl, this is just too much information.
No, it's not. This is real talk.
Wow.
This is how this shit go. Uncle
Well,
Kenny had to wear that stigma. He had to wear, I'm sorry, Uncle Teddy had to wear that stigma all of them years. And Kenny Gamble held the balance to make sure that nobody's reputation was further hurt.
again, I still go back to
And
there.
I'm saying this shit has been going on
Too.
for decades in this business.
And Megan, I feel bad for Megan. One of the reasons is because Megan is the perfect victim for people to victimize. She doesn't have any family, so she's in a position to be taken advantage of.
I hear what you're saying, but y'all really make her sound real sympathetic. See, I live in Texas. How many of y'all are from Texas?
I am. I live in Houston, Texas.
Got it. So then you know her reputation in them streets.
I do.
So you know exactly who she is, and you know she used to run with stick up niggas.
I
You know
know
she
you
used to go to you know she used to go to hotels as bait for stick up niggas to come in and rob niggas from out of town. You know that, right?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know nothing about that.
I do. She ain't no fucking innocent lamb. I do.
Still
I
didn't.
know who she is. See, this is the thing, and that's the problem. She is a stripper who wanted to get off the pole, and rap was the easiest way. They put a ghostwriter on her. They put her in the studio with beats. They dressed her up. They threw fucking makeup all over, put her in front of a camera, and told y'all she was a rapper. She's anything but.
But what's wrong with that? She
What
wanted
do you mean?
something
What's wrong
better.
with that? If you're gonna actually fucking say you something, shouldn't you be it?
Well, she is it now. Maybe she
No,
wasn't
she ain't.
before.
No, she ain't. She's still a hired fucking actress.
Well, I think she's okay. I
She
think
ain't no fucking rapper, yo.
she's
Nicki Minaj ain't no fucking rapper, yo. Remy Ma's a rapper.
right.
Rhapsody is a rapper. MC Light is a rapper.
Listen, Nicki Minaj is a rapper. Remy Ma is a rapper. They may be different types of rapper, and maybe that's a matter of
If
interpretation.
you gonna call yourself a female MC, you better be writing your rhymes.
Okay, can we get back to Tory?
I mean, we could get back to Tory. All I'm saying is I got a different kind of feeling about Megan than y'all do.
Okay, you a little bit
I
real
don't feel
heavy.
as
Okay,
sorry for her as y'all do.
you don't
Because
have
while I'm
to.
sitting here,
You don't
no,
have
listen
to.
to me. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
I ask
While I'm
you.
sitting here listening to all of America fawn over her and oh my God, and this and that and this and that. Can any of y'all name me one Rhapsody song?
Jaguar, it seemed like you on this mission to personally try to turn
Clean
everything
up the shit.
Megan.
Clean
What?
up the shit. Yeah, yeah, I'm about that. I'm about cleaning up the shit. I'm about fairness for artists. I'm about stop using fucking fake plants and stop using
But
fucking hookers
wait
to
a minute.
sell music. Yeah, I'm all about that.
Okay, but Tory was convicted as he should be.
I agree. Who
Okay,
disagrees?
so where is the fairness in here? Megan was a victim.
Yeah, she was a victim, and guess what? She's helped other people become victims herself.
Okay, but you know what? That's in the
No,
past.
no, 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 no. Understand this. Understand this. If you're gonna sit up here and fight over somebody's character, then you should actually know what their character is.
I'm not fighting over her
Yes, you
character.
are. You're sitting here arguing with me about this chick's
So
character. You're
what
sitting
I
here talking, but she's a victim, but she's a victim, but she's a
yes,
victim. She's a setup queen.
she was
She's a
a victim.
setup queen,
She was
and
a
she's
victim.
a stripper.
I just disagree with just continuously
What,
tearing.
what you put out into this world comes back to you, ma.
Okay, well, my
She is
name
a
is not
victim.
Megan.
She got shot. She's a
Not-
victim.
She is a victim, and she's also helped make other people's victim as well. Are
But
you feeling sorry for them people?
Did she do
If-
something to you?
if Megan is on trial for allegations of making
Uh-huh.
other people victims, then we'll handle it then. But what
Okay.
we're talking about right
Well, then
now,
feel sorry for her until then.
but
Then
what
y'all continue to feel sorry for her. I just don't have to give no fucks.
is the fact that she got out of a car, she was walking away,
Away.
she was
Yep.
de-escalating a situation, and she got shot.
Drunk as fuck and high as shit.
And she
She
still
was
had
de-escalating the situation,
still
drunk as
had
fuck
the-
and high as
and
shit.
she still
All I'm
had the
saying is
wherewithal to
some
remove
bullshit.
herself from the situation. Drunk, high, whatever you want to say, she still had the wherewithal to
I'm sorry,
remove
I'm from
herself
North
from the
Philly.
situation.
All that shit sounds
And
like to
then
me is another
still
Saturday
got
night
shot.
where I come
So
from.
yes, she is a victim.
Everybody making a big deal about it. I don't see a big deal. This shit happened. Listen to me, ma. The shit that happened between her, Tori, and Kelsey, and all of them, that shit happens every fucking day.
Right.
Are y'all crying for them?
Wait a minute. Have you ever got high before?
Of course.
Have you ever?
I fucking got high. I fucking got shot. I fucking got high. I fucking got stabbed. I was in them streets. I understand. I understand.
So look at Megan. Like Megan was in those streets too. Okay.
Yeah. And guess what? Everything that happened to me, I put myself in certain positions that allowed those things to happen to me. Maybe if you don't want bad shit to happen to you, you should stop hanging around bad people.
Okay. Well, we gonna
She
give
fucking knew Tori was a piece of shit when she got involved with him.
Wait, listen. Let me tell you something. In the judicial system in America, say, for example, there is a man and he is a horrible person. He beats people. He hurts people. He does sexual assault against people. He's this horrible, horrible monster.
Yeah, like Kenneth Petty.
Hold on.
Nicki Minaj's husband.
Let me finish, please. And then someone goes out and shoots him dead. Guess what? The person who shot him dead is still going to jail because in America, even if you shoot a very evil, nasty person, it is still illegal and wrong.
And
so
I
no matter
agree.
What you say
Why
about
are you
Megan, no matter what you say about Megan Thee Stallion, she was still the victim and still wrong, and that's why he's going to jail.
All right, well, y'all feel sorry for her, and I'm gonna feel sorry for the nigga I know down from Fifth Ward that she helped get fucking robbed. I'm gonna feel sorry for him.
Okay. That's okay. That's good. We can
How about that?
disagree.
I'm
It's okay.
gonna feel sorry for her victim.
Okay.
There ain't no fucking angels here. He's going to jail. She's fucking vilified and disgraced, and it's over.
And you know what? If he was in Fifth Ward, maybe he did something to her that he deserved it. You know, we don't know.
So now you saying that the dude that she set up to get robbed?
Part of town.
Yeah, it is a bad part of town. What the fuck she always doing in the bad part of town?
Well,
sound like she like that.
Maybe she's living the life.
Sound like she like. And guess what? When you make certain choices in life, it comes along with certain repercussions.
Right. That's just like choosing to get in the industry. If you choose
You're right.
Industry, you're making choices. Things
You're
could happen.
absolutely right, which is why I fucking left, because I got sick and tired of seeing people's lives be ruined over $1.
Okay, so then that means you're gone now, Jaguar. I think you need
Who's
therapy
gone?
to let it go. Let it
Who's
go.
gone? Who's gone? I've been
Oh, you
touring
still in the
actively for the
industry?
past 20 years. I just don't do business inside the system. I'm an independent artist.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. That's great then.
Maybe you should check me out, DallaDuffyTVNetwork.com. King Payne is about to have King.
I'm here.
King, should we tell him?
Yeah, they know. Everybody knows. We've been talking about it. People been subscribing and all of that.
Love Connection. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the first episode. Like, why don't y'all support motherfuckers that really don't hurt people and give a shit about human beings? Like, that's all I'm saying.
I do support people that don't hurt people.
Okay, well then maybe you should ask Megan to stop hurting people too, because she
Okay.
hurts people too.
I support King of Pain. He's not hurting anyone.
No, he's not. He is a blessing.
Right. So
See, I'm really not that hard to talk to,
oh,
except
I
for
don't
when it
believe
comes
you
to
that
one thing.
hard. I just think you feel passionate and you've gone through some things, and so you know more about the industry than we do.
I've
And so,
gone through exactly what these
right,
kids are going through now.
totally
And
understand.
I'll just say for me, none of this is personal. I'm just talking about Megan and Tori. That's it.
Oh
So
no, that's great. And
never
guess what, honey?
love and light and happy holidays.
What's
None.
your name?
My name's Candy. And then
Hi, Candy. I'm Jaguar.
Jaguar, happy holidays. So
Happy
yeah,
holidays to you. It's been nice sparring with you. You got a nice debate style.
it's fun, right? Yeah, it's fun.
I was on the debate team in high school.
Girl, it's so obvious.
My
Oh,
father wanted me to be a lawyer, but I said no.
girl, you missed your calling, Jaguar. You missed your calling, honey. I think you need to go to school.
You did. So I just wanted to make sure everybody know it's nothing personal. Just love and light to everybody.
Absolutely.
And wishing everybody safety this holiday season.
Right.
Just be safe and sound, and just also wishing everybody sound mind. There's a lot
Yes.
going on in this world right now, and I just want everybody to really pay attention to your mind, protect your peace, protect your spirit, protect your mind, because that is what, the enemy, whatever you want to call it, it attacks. They attack your mind. So just be very mindful to stay prayed up, to protect your own peace, protect your energy, and to be safe.
I concur, Candy. That was awesome. And I want to just add a little something on to that. Less alcohol, more weed. You never hear about these kinds of things happening at a weed party.
Oh, King, I forgot to bless you, and so I'm gonna hit you. I forgot.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to hit you up too because I was like, girl, when is the next event?
Because
Okay.
we split. No, because we split, and you went one way and I went the other, and I just forgot. So I'll hit you up. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I
so
had
I was being
problem.
featured in the Megan Thee Stallion documentary. Okay.
Jaguar, when you get that law license, if I ever get in trouble, girl, I'm gonna come get you as my lawyer. You can get your license.
Okay, don't she put up a good defense?
Yeah,
Well, see, the thing is I've been forced to represent myself pro se in court with only the help of a public defender. So I made good use of the law of the legal library when I was in jail. So I studied statutes and everything. I mean, I'm an advocate.
oh,
You know,
I went to jail.
Yeah, I was arrested for abducting my child who I had custody of in Dallas, but Chicago didn't want to believe it, so I had to sit in Cook County Jail. Altogether between Lou Sterrett and Cook County and then Miami, because they arrested me when I was coming back from Morocco. But yeah, altogether I spent about 8 months in county jail fighting cases.
Wow.
And I beat them. Me and my PD and 180 documents from Dallas. I beat them. And I used to help girls, write their letters in jail, and I would, help them go over, like, if they was getting ready for a deposition and stuff like that. I would do legal prep with them and on the tier. So that's what you hear.
Okay.
That's what you hear.
I'm like, you would have been a great attorney.
My father thought so, but I like to sing more. I would just like to do it in a cruelty-free environment. If animals can have a cruelty-free environment, why can't musicians and artists?
Well, you know what it is? Let me tell you why. Because the artists, they want to be famous. They want the fame and they want the fortune. And they're willing to do things to get the fame and the fortune. That's how the industry is able to take advantage of people the way they are. Because if people wouldn't allow themselves to be taken advantage of and weren't so desperate, and some people are really in desperate situations, so
Yeah.
they feel like anything almost is better than what they're living. And so they prey upon that. And that's how they're able to do that.
I know. And that's why I am who I am.
And
That's
it's
why I decided to leave the business. That's why I've been working as an independent artist. I've kind of become like the underground railroad for independent
you
entertainers.
know what? I was just thinking you. I was like, Jaguar is the Rosa Parks of of the music industry. Listen, you know what I really think you should do? I think
What,
you
honey?
should start a advocacy group where you try and to get these 360 deals outlawed.
I'm working on it. I have friends in Washington. We're looking at some interesting ways to create a bill. So I don't
Yeah.
like talking about things until they're done. Right now, my big thing is my a petition against Nicki Minaj's fan club, the Barbs, for terroristic threats. I want the FBI to investigate them as a criminal organization for cyber crimes and bullying and terrorism. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
the petition says it's called "Bring Down the Barbs."
Oh my God.
So if you see it, please sign it. We trying to figure out this hyperlink because I need people to be able to tap and say yes. I just need 2,500 names. No, I'm gonna take that bitch's weapons away from her.
Wait a minute. But you know what? I'm a low key Barb, okay? So I won't be able to
Don't
find it.
be a barb. Don't.
I'm not one of the little
This is
terrorists.
your brain. This
No,
is your brain on the
listen,
barbs. See
listen.
the
I
difference?
Guys, don't be
I
mad at me, but I'm a Swiftie.
Are you
I'm a bar.
serious?
I'm a Barb.
I'm
Not
I'm
one
a
of the little
Swiftie.
terrorists. I'm not one of the little terrorist Barb. Now there are some little terrorists out there that are Barbs or whatever, but I'm not
Yeah.
one. So I understand what you're saying, but what to me that shit is like that. That's petty. What I really want you to focus on is really getting this bill
Oh
for
no, it's not petty, sweetheart. It's not petty. If you saw what these people do to people's lives, you wouldn't say it's petty.
well, what are they
They
doing?
have threatened to wait a minute. They have threatened to rape a 6-year-old girl in Nicki Minaj's honor.
It's
They
some
just said that they
wait a
were
minute.
going to go
There are
to the
sick people
graveyard and
out
piss on
here.
my
There are
son's
sick people
grave.
out here. Let's not. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But anyway,
I'm
what
just saying because it is one. Oh,
listen?
honey.
What I'm really concerned with, what is a real problem in the industry, is these 360 deals that they have these artists sign. That is a problem for me. I'm not even an artist,
I
and I'm
agree with you. And guess
wrong.
what? And guess what? Guess what I'm doing? I
What?
got my own Roku
What is
TV
a
station.
360? Wait, what's a 360 deal? I don't
That
work in
means
the
they get to make money off of everything that you do. Merchandising, shows, anything with your name on it, they get to collect a portion of it. Everything.
And another thing, Jaguar, I think
And
you should.
everything that they give, wait a minute. And by the way, everything that they give you is still recoupable.
Jaguar, why don't you have some type of program where you educate like artists?
I actually do. I'm going to be doing a master class on how to protect yourself and your intellectual property as an artist on my channel. I'll be doing it on my channel.
Now, those are wonderful things to do because artists really do need protection.
All of this is being done on my channel.
I just really feel bad for the artists because
I'm going to show them that this is possible. And then when they see that I have created my own ability to be direct to consumer without needing the business at all, and I can sell my music to my fans and my supporters, and I can sell my merchandising without having to deal with them at all. Once I show these kids that this is possible, they might want to do it too.
they might. And
and guess what? And guess what?
There are so many people who are on YouTube and TikTok who are making millions of dollars. It's
right.
In 2022, it's supposed to be 2023. It's already possible, boo boo. Like
I don't listen to me. I know
but wait a minute,
but they don't think so.
possible.
But listen to me, Candy.
There's
They
no
don't think
longer-
so.
there's
They
no-
think you still have to sign a deal.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Candy, because she's
Spotify.
right. But Candy, let me tell you, the music industry is they're almost like working in conjunction with YouTube now and these streaming apps. So it's different now that they realize that these artists are able to blow up just on YouTube and things like that. Now they're working together. They're working together now.
They don't want these people to have independence. They
Right.
don't want them to be independently wealthy. They want them to always need them so they can always keep them working and collect their masters, get them killed, take the proceeds, hold on to everything, and be rich. They use these people.
They take big and
I understand that, but what is it? Well, hold on. This is the thing. Let's just take a deep breath and just look at it from a little bigger perspective, right?
Sure.
It's called the music industry.
Got it.
This happens across all industry. There is exploitation in corporate America. There is exploitation for entrepreneurships. There is exploitation with farmers. There's exploitation in every single aspect.
I agree.
Of all
different
levels. And guess what? And guess what? I'm an artist.
So the problem is
I'm an artist.
At the end of this is the thing. At the end of the day, as long as there are human beings running something,
it's going to be a problem.
There will be corruption. There will be exploitation because that is a part of the human experience.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I could not agree more.
And I think that, yes, we can do things to alleviate it, to change it, as we all should. We should want to.
I don't want to change it.
But
I don't want to change it. I don't want nothing to do with it at all. All I want to do is create a new option.
Well,
but there is levels.
Will inherently change it because if you have an option, it inherently changes the power dynamic, which is
you got to be very careful with that word change. You got to be careful with words like change and better, because better means all you're doing is improving what's already there. What's already there is sick and malignant.
I never said better. I said change.
Yeah, but even if you're changing something, you're altering it from what it already is. I'm talking about new, baby.
I never said better. I said change. And the dynamic will always change if you have options. Just like you talked about before.
Well, that's what she's saying. She wants to create an option.
You have an option of YouTube. You have the option of Spotify. You have the option of
I got the option of owning my own channel that can't nobody strike and they can't nobody make me take nothing down. I got a place where freedom is.
There are different options and avenues for artists or anybody, really. You could be a real estate person and have a YouTube channel, talk about real estate all day, make more money on your YouTube channel than you ever did flipping a house.
Yeah.
So there are
music
options.
Wait a minute.
I understand that, but you have to understand there is a culture. There is a culture that says if you want to be a famous rapper, you got to get a record deal. You got to get a chain. You got to get a nice car. And then once you get all of that and you get 1 million followers, then you're a famous rapper. This is an ideology that they sell to these kids.
And it's different from just being in the corporate. Yeah, there are pitfalls in anything that you do, but it's different. Wait a minute. Let me finish. You were talking. Can I finish? I just let you spoke.
I'll let you finish.
No, okay, then stop talking so I can finish then. Can you stop talking so I can finish?
I will in a second.
You're talking over everybody. Young lady,
I'm not
can
talking
you
over
stop?
everybody.
Yeah, you are.
No,
yeah, you are. You are. So can I finish? All she was saying is she was trying to create another option. That's what she was saying. And also, there are differences from the music industry and the corporate world. So the pitfalls that you might get in one are much deeper than the other. That's what she's saying.
I understand that. What I was saying was
we heard what you were saying.
You don't have to be nasty. I wasn't trying to be nasty.
That was nasty, honey.
It was a little nasty, but that's okay.
Okay, that's your perception.
What I was saying was that, exactly. I felt
cat fight.
I'm not fighting with anybody. But I did feel that it was a little nasty. It's not personal at all. I'm just saying how I felt. That's it. My feelings are not facts. They're just how I feel. And that's how I felt.
And you took it personally. Got it.
I didn't take it personally. I'm just telling you how I felt. And those are two very different things. What I was saying is that statistically now, children or young adults, when you ask them what they want to be, they say they want to be a content creator. They want to be a YouTuber. They want to be a TikToker because the industry has changed and so has the landscape. And there are different options. And that's all I said was change. I wasn't talking about what her personal purpose or agenda was with what she wanted to do. I never took it personal. I never was talking about her and what she wanted.
What you wearing?
In general.
Candy, what you wearing?
It's all about changing the landscape.
I just want to know what she wearing. Are you in like night clothes? Are you wearing a skirt or jeans?
Jaguars, girl, stop. Come on.
No, I'm curious. I'm trying to put myself in her space because I really want to get to know her better.
Thank you, Lysandra. I agree. Let's keep it respectful.
I'm not disrespecting you. You sound like you kind of cute. No, I'm just, people keep forgetting that I'm bisexual. I like feisty and smart.
Girl, stop it. Next subject.
Well, I can't flirt a little bit on a Friday night.
Oh, no, I don't think she's interested.
Okay, whatever.
King of Pain, are you awake? Are you awake?
Girl, I just snuck y'all into a party.
Oh, no, you did not.
Oh my God, you had a party?
He said he had another event.
Yes, I'm at a red carpet event.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh well, go on and enjoy. Yes.
Are you live? Are you live from the? Or you can't be, huh?
Yes.
We are live. We are live.
Party, girl. We at the party with him.
Well, why don't y'all go ahead and have a good damn time? Tori's in jail. Yay! Merry Christmas.
I didn't even realize. You know what? I didn't even realize. I know y'all gonna say you a dumb. Oh my God.
Yo, Candy, I really enjoy talking with you though. Get in my DMs. I'ma see y'all. Bye.
Bye, Jaguar.
I didn't even realize that Tory was taken into custody at that moment, because one moment I saw him sitting with his family, right? I just thought that he moved on his own too, because he had to move and sit between his attorneys. I mean, I didn't know that because I've never been to no court case, I guess. So don't call me crazy. But I did not know, because when they was like the sitting scene is blah 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 blah, I didn't know until King just said that he was, when he was taken into custody. I'm like, what? I was right there too. So I didn't even know the process. Huh?
You in the courtroom?
Yeah.
Okay, stop, Alexa. Alexa. Oh my God. Y'all, this Alexa here. Oh, I can't say her name.
No.
It's driving me
right back home.
She's really driving me crazy. Like, I was having a discussion with my brother, because he came over to see me, and he came to see me, and he gave me a cold. So when he came back to see me like a week later, I was so upset with him, and I was letting him have it. And do you know, Alexa told me I was rude.
What?
I promise you.
Oh, wait, I almost spit my water out. Wait.
I promise you.
Okay, on period. Sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry to interrupt. So sorry to be rude. But I only got like 3% on my phone, and I don't want it to cut off, and then I can't end the live. So what I'm gonna do? It was so much fun hanging out with y'all. Shout out to the almost 500 people in this motherfucking video tonight. Okay.
They better like that video.
Yes, they did. Make sure y'all share this video, subscribe to this video, subscribe. Make sure that y'all subscriptions are turned on, because YouTube be unsubscribing people. So make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. Subscribe, share, comment. It's up in this motherfucking stuff. It's the official King Payne Show. Checking it out, and I love you all. Talk to you soon.
Bye, King Payne. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.